Tinnah, the scarred people. I too was soon sold, and travelled on till after a long time I came to a town called Tinnah, in the most beautiful country I had ever seen in Africa. The town had many streams, and a pond in the center of town where people washed. They had coconuts and sugar cane, which I had never tasted before. For money, the people used little white seashells, the size of a fingernail. A wealthy widow bought me for 172 of these seashells. She wanted me for a companion for her only son. She took me to her house, and I was washed, and ate with him and became his playmate. The language his people spoke was so much like mine that I understood him perfectly. I was older than my new friend, and he always treated me with respect. He would never start to eat until I had started. Slaves waited on us, and we played with darts and bows and arrows, the way I used to do at home. For 2 months I lived like this. I started to feel happy and forget the terrible things that had happened to me. I thought I was going to be adopted into the family. But one early morning, while her son was still asleep, the widow woke me up and hurried me away to sell me. Now I was carried off among people who used iron pots for cooking, and had European crossbows and cutlasses for things I had never seen before. What most amazed me was that they didn't make any offerings to God or the spirits of their ancestors. These people ate without washing their hands and fought with their fists. They ornamented themselves with scars and filed their teeth to sharp points. They wanted to scar me too, and file my teeth, but I wouldn't let them do it. At last we came to the banks of a large river. I'd never seen any body of water larger than a pond, and the size of the river amazed me. Here by the river, the people didn't live in houses at all. They lived in big canoes, where they kept everything they owned. At times, people dived from the canoes and swam. Both men and women did it. I was amazed again. In our village, we didn't know how to swim. Soon I was put into one of the canoes. We began to paddle and move along the river. I was very surprised and afraid. We continued till evening, when we came to land. Some families dragged their canoes on shore and made fires on the river bank. Others cooked in their canoes and slept in them all night. The canoe I was in was beached. Reed mats were used to make tents in the shape of little houses, and inside them we slept.